Howdy, folks, and welcome back to a World of Tanks replay with your host Bjorn. And today I have for you Martel the Hammer and his Tortoise. This is the Tier 9 British turretless tank destroyer. It was actually built to be an assault tank, mostly to deal with areas like the Siegfried line and the Maginot line. Extremely thick armored on the front, meant to take a beating. And historically, it was equipped with a 32-pounder cannon, and that was meant to bust bunkers. To consider this a tank destroyer is kind of an odd way of putting it because it's not really, as I said, it's not really as a tank destroyer. It's a bunker buster. It's meant to punch through fortifications, punch holes, and exploit weaknesses. This vehicle never really got used in. It was put in service, but it really never got used in service, considering the fact that by the time the vehicle was developed, produced, the Maginot line was no longer a problem, and the Siegfried line wasn't a problem either because intelligence and everything else had placed placed the line as pretty well weak in defenses. All right, let's begin this replay, shall we? Now, I'm going to keep this on free cam mode for a little bit because Martel tends to screw around, zooming in and out, and I don't want to give people motion sickness. But as you can see, this is a Tier 10 match on Runeberg. This game's going to be quite interesting to say the least.
Let's get this show
Alright, so Martel's going to begin by driving into center. I'm not sure what that T-49 was thinking he was going to do. Huh. Okay, so there's the T-44 to start with. He fires and misses. Oh, there's an IS-7 and a T-10. Puts a round into the T-44 and bounced the shot from the T-44. Somehow he didn't track the T-44 there, whatever. And so far he's been penned by the IS-7. He's bounced a shot from the T-44. Now he just bounced a shot from the IS-7, he bounced a shot from the T-10, he bounced a heat round from the Leopard 1 and an AP round from the Leopard 1. Now he's bouncing an AMX-13. Put another round to the T-10. Now he just bounced around from the low. Missed that shot. Now he just bounced a shot from the UDAS. Okay, he got penned by the Leopard. Okay, he got hit with high explosive from the low. He just got bounced a heat round from the UDAS. Bounced an AMX-13, bounced an AMX-13, bounced a high explosive from the low. Yeah, you see where this theme is going here? Alright, he just bounced a shot off the T-10. So he got tracked by the UDAS. And he's still bouncing shots. Yeah, still bouncing shots. Put a HESH round into the IS-7. Bounced a shot from the IS-7. Just got tracked by the UDAS. See, this is hard to keep track of. Just look at the bottom of the screen. All right, so he just hit the T-10 with a HESH. Now, unfortunately, he's tracked again. Just hit it. Yeah. Now he just penned a shot with his HESH round. Reloading the AP now. Just took some high explosive damage. Just bounced that shot and is finally dead. So, before we celebrate the enemy team's glorious victory there, with a match like this, how can you win? You know, Martel tied up like 6 enemy players. So 6 enemy players essentially had pushed through the town and won the game against, 14. There's not much to say you can say about this kind of loss. Martel did over 2,500 damage. He blocked over 10k damage. He himself did well, considering, and he actually ended up getting a cool headed for that, which I don't think I've even ever gotten a cool headed at this high of a tier. It's pretty tough to do. But like you can see there, look how many shots he had bounced from various enemy tanks. The UDAS actually gave him the most, and is probably actually the one that gave him the cool-headed. And Martel threw out a couple decent shots, too, considering he didn't have very much target to shoot at. The only thing that he really could have done anything to was the T-10 until the Jagdtiger had finally showed up and the low had given him his broadside and stuff like that. But there really wasn't much Martel could do. And he still pulled off being the top scorer on his team. Now, obviously, here, looking at the enemy team, he's far from being the top. Especially when you look at the Jagdpanzer E100, which is also an amazing Tier 10 tank destroyer. The IS-7 is also a Tier 10. The Leopard 1 is also a Tier 10. So, let's see. He's barely outbeat by the Tier 9 Scout on the enemy team. And then it becomes Martel as the 5th scorer out of 30 players. And, yeah, that many enemy tanks. He shooting at him. He probably actually shouldn't have survived as long as he did. But, yep, good armor. Well, I hope you enjoyed this replay for what it was worth. It definitely showcased the armor of the Tortoise. Probably showcased the gun a little bit. Because, like I said, he didn't have much to work with. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. And I'm definitely actually considering the Tortoise now after seeing that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and I'll see you next time.